Okay, Kevin. So, what we met first off right now is we're all going to make another decision. So, there isn't an exactly what we are doing, so, we should make a replay or something. So, for some reason though, Kevin, I do really realise that we didn't know what's the difference. So, but eventually, that something's really bad about why do we always have to do this? But this is the main reason. But we didn't know about it, didn't we? But this is all we got here. But this is mad. Not good enough.
Well, if you say so, Summon. But the only things I cannot discuss that we've both never seen in our lives, but when I first met you before, 'cause I came back to see you once again. But then, how? And how was it gonna happen? But at this point, maybe you should take him out. John Wilfred. Maybe you should take him out for no reason. I kinda feel busy for one day. I can't control a fight. Nothing at all. But the thing is that I can't do whatever I want. There is nothing I can do. But suddenly, I can't do it wherever I want. It's my first future life. But the only things I can imagine that if anyone else who haven't got their thoughts join in the first army of the SUV cannot be exist. But maybe something might want to forgive, but we can't do the right thing actually. But it's not even comfortable. But I wish you can do whatever you want to. When I came back ever since I seen one of those people who did not make anything mentioned. Because the lockdown doesn't do anything right. I hope the lockdown is always finished, but I think we're done here. Because we're doing the right thing actually, Simon. But first off, you're the one who makes fun of people. I don't like making fun of guys, but they're not my strangers. But my strangers not peacefully, not to be succeed. And then they came back what they started, so I cannot fight back when I start. But when I control things already, and then first off, it's not a real thing to do. But first, if it's not the real thing now, Simon, but we'll cause some more trouble. We can do whatever we want to, though. It is our choice. But eventually that we don't make everything suffered, but we could still activate our most mortars, but not that thing suddenly. So as I say, but very long time they were so contagious. In the past 11 years, but since it was a lockdown, from the lockdown viruses, for the last 11 years, back in the day, when the lockdown was actually having a lockdown virus outbreak, But the lockdown viruses, they've already closed their shutters, but you know, the one thing I knew, but back in the day, from 2010, one of these people shuts down their stores because of the virus outbreak lockdown. But for some reason, it's just the respiratory syndromes. But the only things we can't do it. But this is severely damaged. Because the virus outbreak was been taken, because the virus dates taken from a long time when, if they're contagious, that's from 2010, when all things are contagious. But instead, Simon, you have to sort John Wilfred out. But without Jason, maybe things might want to know what they are doing. But not for us. But as I say though, Simon, you wish for forgiving all the truth. But in my mind, Simon, you can do the right thing actually. But at some point, maybe you should take care of one of these people. And ask them who you are and ask them who they are. But things might not trust anything but that doesn't belong to us. But as I'm saying, we can't do anything right though, and we can't do anything wrong. But that's the main reason we're just apart. But not the opposite directions, but the other directions that can only not causes anything from their own impact. But then there is nothing to do about the impact of the virus. But this isn't fair. But it's unfair, you know, Simon, but this is actually unfair. Look at all these people. You know, a few people around here, but not good enough, isn't it, Simon?
Yeah. For some reason, Kevin, the few things that we might never trust, but anybody else who couldn't trust anyone, who is their fault, but you know, but we should say rest in peace, but we can't just do anything right, but we can't just do anything right's wrong. For some reason, it must be in peace. But what they wish for, Kevin, they'll all die because anyone else who have their own lockdowns, but it ain't funny. No good.
Yeah. Where are we? Okay. Let's just not talk about the lockdown. So our plans is we had to stop John, yeah, but we had to take care of him. But one of the MWF thug, they're about to make a systems of the launch. They went to the launch room, which has a button in it. There is no punishment for their own minds. But although there is no change at all. So what we had to do now, Simon, is we're both are going to take from the Middle East. No victims, actually. But for now on, we have to take care of him. But this is what we do. We are here to save the planet. Then we'll save the world. And we're going to take care of him immediately.